Going to more cultural news, you have Garth Brooks accused of sexual assault. His serial killer eyes were telling the whole time. A lot of people do wonder to this day, where are the bodies, Garth? This investigation has been long underway by Tom Segura, and coincidentally, every time Garth Brooks goes to a lot of these concerts and performs, people just sometimes tend to disappear and never make a reappearance. Very, I'm not saying she's guilty for sure, just very unusual things that happen to happen. And pretty much every video of Garth Brooks, his eyes, I mean, he just looks beyond insane and weird. Granted, I don't have much ground to stand on myself, but still. This is coming us thanks to Colin Rugg, who's over on the good old X Twitter, saying, quote, Justin, country music star Garth Brooks accused of, I'm trying to keep this moderately fan-friendly, taking advantage of a makeup artist in a hotel room who worked for his wife. The alleged assault happened at the LA Grammy event May 2019. The following details may be disturbing to some. According to some of the lawsuit, Brooks booked a single hotel room for both of them. When the woman asked for a separate room, Brooks refused. She said that they were alone in the hotel. Brooks approached her in the doorway with no clothes on. Jeez. Dragged her to a separate room and dangled her upside down with angles, which, Jesus. Yeah, definitely cover up the ears if you have children listening. He then, I'm teaching the vernacular, so it's not word for word, so it's a little more family friendly, but he then took advantage of her, according to the lawsuit. The makeup artist says he was so violent that it felt as if she were breaking in two. In a separate incident, the woman claims that she was at Brooks' house waiting to apply his makeup when he emerged with no clothes on, and that's why he's saying this, is at full attention for her. He then placed her hands on his private, telling her that he harbored fantasies that she would perform things on him while wearing her glasses until he eventually concluded the event on her case, according to the Daily Mail. Brooks is a very vocal activist who preached out about love and tolerance and even performed at Biden's inauguration, which, yeah, he's been politically, he's been very much left for many years. I mean, look, he's got what do you call it? The Rainbow Award? Got some type of sash on him. And let's see, it's about a minute of him speaking, which, just look at the eyes, they're telling. I'm only partially kidding. See what he has to say here.
Unity, loving one another, man. That's kind of what you spent your time doing. And as a singer, that's what you get to sing about.
Here's the deal, man. If you want to come to Friends and Low Places, come in. But come in with love. Come in with tolerance, patience. Come in with an open mind. And it's cool.
Disturbing, it was sad. Try to remember, though, we are the human race. So I'm always going to find some.
Oh, look at the eyes.
Funny sides in there. This is a longer conversation probably between me and you, Jimmy, but the fact that we do make choices very much on the spur of the moment. I deal in music. I deal in raw emotion. That's what music is all about. And
I'm surprised. So I did look. There's not a community notes fact check on this. It says he deals in emotion. I can't but feel he just has no emotion at all. He says he has emotion, but does he? Or is he just faking it because he's secretly a serial killer? Maybe. Not other realm of possibilities.
And all that passion, misguided as it is, I think you saw the human race in a time that, for me as a person, seemed to reflect some other country's headline, if that makes any sense. But it's here. And all I can do is beg and plead for everybody to take that second, that moment, take a breath, think about it. Think about your family. Think about what the mark you're going to leave on this planet as a human being and with the children that you raise, and then make your decision.
Now, I guess technically speaking, leaving marks on the planet would involve topography, where if you look at a satellite looks down, they can actually tell if a hole's been dug and filled up with dirt, just because it does vary the elevation ever so slightly and discolors it a little bit. So he may very well have many of those throughout his property. It's never been confirmed or denied. I don't think he's ever been asked flat out, Garth, where are the bodies? Or he's never responded to that question, Garth, where are the bodies at? People have been asking the question for many years now, and yet we have not had a real answer. Now, this preview, I got 5.5 million views and 19,000 likes. One of the first comments came from Chuck Costello saying, quote, white dudes for hairless are falling like flies. They have so much in common. Getting 5.3 thousand likes. Which Colin Rugg says, quote, there are bad people on both sides of the aisle, but there's nothing worse than someone who pretended to be a moral good guy in the public, but who does something for this allegedly in private. Getting 3.4 thousand likes, which, yeah, a lot of two-faced charlatans these days. Nunya says, quote, Quote, I get believing victims, but Garth is 5'10". Do you really believe he held anyone upside down by their ankles? I'm not a Garth fan, but it would hold off on judging. And 1.5 thousand likes. Now, the lawsuit does say that she is 5 foot, and we don't know if Garth Brooks, perhaps like Ron DeSantis, maybe he wears giant cowboy boots that add 5 to 6 inches to his height. Again, there are many questions to be asked. The base electrician asked, or rather says, quote, why does it seem that the celebrities that are the loudest about their support for Democrats always end up being scumbags? Getting 847 likes. See here. Cash Loren says, no one is above the law, right? If Brooks is convicted, he should be spent the rest of his life in prison, getting 350 likes. Which, yeah, no. If I were a gambling man, I'd say I would not put money on that. I mean, remember, Alec Baldwin killed someone on set, allegedly, what do you call it, involuntary manslaughter. He totally didn't know there's bullets in that gun, or that when you pull the hammer back on the revolver and pull the trigger that it goes off. He got off scot-free. Yeah. American Papa Bear says, quote, he's also been accused of being a serial killer. Looks like he wasn't far off base, getting 63 likes. Well, who knows who knows what might come to the surface soon. Let's see. Dog Realtor says, quote, so many more to follow. Jim from The Office giving the old, looking at the whiteboard meme. It says, the world isn't getting worse or darker. The veil sheltering you from reality is lifting. Getting 871 likes. Let's see here. Apparently, let's see here. Gerald TM says, apparently Garth Brooks has a really creepy and disgusting side to him, getting 364 likes, which, let's see. One more. I'll do 2 more comments. Ben Tima says, I'm no Garth Brooks fan, but why wait 5+ years to bring it up? Just makes it unreliable, getting 413 likes, which, yeah, there's a pointed debate for a lot of folks. I mean, there are some, especially when it comes to Trump, like, what was it, 2 decades later he had an allegation against him? I know there are a lot, and it's a very complex topic. I know there's a lot of people who are very intimidated after the incident. They're very scarred. They're scarred and traumatized if it happens to them, so they might not want to go to police immediately. I understand that perspective. I think the average person, though, when they see the bigger the time gap, the more suspicious they are. And 5 years is a long time, but also this is an incident where I'm guessing she's an independent contractor. She's working with Garth Brooks, which we suppose by how much he's paying this person, I'm not sure how. They probably were, again, it's all alleged, but I would guess the perspective of, I don't know how I could replace this, possibly replace this income. How would you get a reference for another celebrity if he fired you or something like that? So yeah, I'm just gonna say I'll wait till there's more facts to come to the surface. Obviously it's all allegations right now. James Jeanette says, can't wait to hear what Tom Segura says about it, getting 766. Oh wow, went up twice, 768 likes. Which, let's see. And there's a couple more memes about having a red wave, which who knows? That's supposed to happen, throughout the past couple years, since more of an anemic dribble. But yeah, things are not looking good for Garth Brooks. I'm not sure. I mean, let me know in the comments. Do you think he'll actually, do you think he'll be convicted, or do you think it's just an allegation? Again, we're not, as of right now, we haven't seen any specific evidence. Granted, by the time this video is rendered and uploaded, we might have something new. But let me know the thoughts in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.